Hey guys, I just thought it would be kind of fun to rank some skins, and I thought I would bring Fast on because we were talking a little bit about. You could see him in the corner. We were talking a bit about our exclusive artifact tier list coming soon-ish, and we didn't end up doing it, so we're doing this instead.
Basically, uh, we neither of us have the patience to do the many hours that will take. So I was like, should we do something that's silly? And you were like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, so we did some random thing for his channel, and now we're doing this for mine because I've had this idea for a long time, and I feel like it's so much better to have a second opinion for these things. So
Yeah,
yeah, so thanks for coming on.
my pleasure.
Um, I did not plan how to start this.
Should we maybe set like a rubric? Like, what are we just gut call, or are we grading them on something, or what do you
Um,
think?
I think what we, I don't think we should take anything apart from the looks into account.
Okay,
Obviously,
but like,
uh,
so for Silas, when he shoots like the roses, does that count? Because it's like
yeah,
part of
I
the
think
skin. Okay,
we should include effects, the
okay,
effects
effects
that
count.
change,
Okay,
and the skin that changes. I think are the main
okay,
things. The main
okay, but like
things.
not jiggle physics. That's what I was asking about Zilitu.
For this, don't take it too much into account.
But
Although,
but it's a whole nother level, man.
yeah, I mean, Marri, Vierna, and Zilitu will be like all S if we take jiggle physics into account. I don't think we can do that.
Okay, okay, okay. So you want me to start with Seal 2?
Yeah, go for it. Cause I
C.
see really.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. She doesn't look that bad, but I think the pumping thing is super corny. And I will never I have it's emotional for me. I was so disappointed with that whole thing. That was like my first rant ever in this game because they said get Zilatu's skin for free. All you have to do is get top 50 in the world in the biggest pay to win event in the entire game.
Yeah, that I completely get the
Yeah,
frustration there.
so I won't put it D because it looks
Cause
kind of cool, but also the
yeah.
pumpkin thing's corny, and it was the first skin, and I thought the launch was terrible. And I think we do have way better ones now, so I'm comfortable with it there. But if you wanted to change it, I'm willing to hear you out.
You're willing to hear me out.
I'm not gonna say I'll let you, but I'm willing to hear you out.
You're like me when I do these tier lists. I'm always so adamant. But yeah, I will say I think her wings are sick. That's easily the best
Okay.
part of the skin.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously
You
the
know what
jiggle
I'll
physics
say?
are crazy, but
This could be a rubric-y thing though, and I know what it is. Zilatu, base Zilatu is one of my favorite skins in the game.
yeah,
So I actually do think the skin is a downgrade.
yeah, I do think
But
that
I
should
think that's a
be taken
demerit.
into account. I
Yeah.
think that should, because there are one or two skins on here that I do also think.
Yeah. Maybe like the next
So
one.
no spoilers. But yeah, I'm fine with C. I think it's a good skin in some ways, but I do agree that situations and although those aren't really being taken into account, this is
But like,
opinionated, so
okay,
who cares?
so not to jump ahead, but like we do have some other holiday skins here, but they have something that feels a little more evergreen. Whereas the Zeal2 skins, like, oh, it's that corny Halloween skin from 2023. Like, I think that's how it will be remembered, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And it'll always be remembered as the hardest skin to get, the most annoying one. You
Yeah.
know how
Oh
it
my
is.
God.
Uh like for this video, I'm probably going to have footage on it. I'm just saying this out loud to hold myself accountable, and this is by far the hardest one to find footage for in every way, shape, and form.
Well, I think the hardest to get is Setram, but we can talk about that later.
I actually have a friend who got it on Asia servers, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, I think Zilitu C tier is great. It's one of the best like looking characters, downgraded, and it's just
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that brings us to another interesting one, I guess you could say, and that's Abomination. Should I just start us off here?
Yeah.
You happy with
Yeah.
this?
Okay, so I'm of two minds. It's the worst skin by far. Like, there's no question. It deserves to be D or F, but it's so ugly. I wish I did go and get it because it's
it's
so hideous.
it's
It is
so
like
amazing.
you let a child was like, I like blue and I like purple. Like what is going? It's so ugly.
It's so bad. I grinded this thing out for
You told me.
hours. I was on vacation when I was grinding this thing. I have it. I'm glad I have it. But it is
Yeah.
horrible.
That must have been a sick vacation, dude. Really engaging stuff.
Yeah, having my computer crash from having four instances of the game open at the same time.
But yeah, I'll say deep down, I regret not going for it.
Yeah, because you'll never get the free
I
skin.
know, and I can't imagine there will ever be an uglier skin, and now I want it. Like it's so ugly.
It's the mint green skin.
It's
Um,
hideous, dude.
I love the effects though. I like the idea, but I hate how
Yeah,
they
yeah,
look.
yeah.
So I do wear it over the Abomination one. I don't think Abomination's very pretty on his own,
No. I never
but
realized the Abomination because just of his portrait, you think of him as like a red hero, but he's like super white. Most of his body's white. I just noticed that
yeah,
yesterday.
he's just a big old clown, you know?
He's
Now
a
he's
big.
a mint green clown.
It's a hideous skin.
It's so bad. But at least we get to going out of the bad ones for the fighters, the only ones for the fighters. We skip tanks because there are no tank skins, and then we get to
Yeah.
Hatssut.
But wait, can we? That's actually set really quick.
Yeah,
We need people. I've heard a lot of chatter about a Brokier snowman skin. I could not be more down for next Christmas. So
that would be
speaking of
so
tank skins,
good.
yeah, I if they do that and I have to spend money, I will have to think about it.
They should make
Yeah,
Azor Santa or something. No,
yeah,
Kratz
I
should
would.
be Santa.
Okay, that I mean, they should gift it to me at that point though. I will
Anyone
have
who
a full
has
arm
Kratz,
sleeve.
it should be like a consolation prize for having him.
They should. Yeah, that's funny.
And then it gives like plus 100% attack.
No, it gives plus 100 attack. That's
Oh yikes. Though it would actually help in Guild v Guild because he has some of the highest
yeah, yeah,
DP, but that's
yeah.
unimportant. Let's go to Hatchet. So this isn't 5 hours long. Yeah.
I think we're gonna disagree with this one.
All right. Hit me with where you think she should be.
Don't like her. I don't like it at all. Actually, I'd put her below Zilitu.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like this one. This is one I actually don't like.
The problem with this one is I think it looks really good in game, but I don't think it
That I
looks
agree with. Okay, that's I do agree with that.
like this one is so much better in game than the default. But when you look
Yeah,
at her in her portrait or whatever, it looks kind of pasty.
I don't like there's like an incongruency or whatever you'd call it. It doesn't match like the metally Hatssut kind of like undead night lady thing, but then like this like pale pasty skin and breasts, and it just feels like they just wanted to humanoid her to fetish. I don't know. I don't like it.
That's
It doesn't look good to
fair,
me.
but also I kind of like the white. So personally, I
I
want to
love
put
the
it
white
above
arm.
Zilla.
Okay, yeah. I love you're right. I do love the armor. I just don't like then give her like the cool white thing down, but like then just like having all this skin and it just I thought of Hot
Yeah.
as like this spooky little ghost night lady. I don't know. I don't yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. The armor does look sweet.
The
I agree
armor
with that.
looks really good. Like just straight up, I think the armor alone makes her better than Zilla too. And she looks so good in
Yeah.
game. Her projectile
It's
effects on
mu
her alt
it's a
look
much
really
more
good.
creative aesthetic than Seal 2. Seal 2 is just like
100%.
goth girl with pumpkin.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to put her B, but I think you have a point. Her skin looks
You
weird.
kind of convinced me of B.
Do you want to put
I
her
don't
B?
know.
I'm
If
completely
you wanna
fine
put her
with
B,
B.
I'm pretty comfy with B because like, she
In
does look really cool when you
mhm,
see her, like, in arena. That's the only time I've seen her, but she looks
yeah.
really cool, and I do think the white trim is, like, like, this could have been an S skin. I feel like they made a couple wrong turns, but it could have been really sweet.
Yeah, I think if they corrected a couple things, maybe made her basic attack a bit cooler, I think it would have been
Yeah, yeah.
S for sure.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
So, moving on, we got Silas. Now, this one's kind of controversial.
I agree. It's tough.
I I will say I like this one more than most people. Just
I
straight
love
up.
this skin.
Yeah. I think it's solid. Like it's a good skin. I don't think it's S at all. I don't think it
I think it's solidly A.
I agree with that. I think it's like
And I'll tell you why.
mhm.
I only have one thing I don't like about this skin. Well, I'll say one thing. I do like it more than his default skin. I know that's a hot take. People love his default skin, but his default skin's super good. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's hard to take it off. But I do love it. I love the robe and I love the gold trim. I don't like the crown. I think the crown is corny. I don't
I
like
agree with
it. It
that.
looks very silly. But the animations are so sweet. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
Probably top 3 animations for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 3 animations I would say. But it's
Yeah.
just I actually disagree with the better than default statement. I think it's worse than the default skin by just a
Okay.
little bit. It's
I
just
think it's really
Silas's
close. That's yeah.
original is like perfect, a
Mhm.
perfect
Yeah.
default. Like you cannot improve on it. So the second you make anything slightly worse, like the crown, which is corny,
I
it's
think if they
automatically
just
worse.
even just took the crown off or went for like a super like minimalist thorny crown and then gave him some kind of that emo eye thing going, then I think it'd be like S.
He should have put the Vierna hands that are covering her titties on his head so that it implies that they're off of her.
I, I really like that. That's really
Yeah,
good.
that would be great.
Yeah,
But
for me,
yeah,
it's like decidedly A. Like I'm very happy I have the skin. I think it was the best like first skin fusion thing. Like it was a special character, but he's not that rare. At least he didn't used to be.
yeah, and
I
they
really
had a
like it.
banner for him. They came with another
It
skin.
was
I think it
great.
was
It was
great.
yeah.
It was a great drop.
The whole event was a home run.
Yeah. So if they didn't nerf rates, I think it would have been a great month for Watcher
It-
promos.
they really like they made it like 22. What was it? 20 days, 19 days of just A plus work, and then
Yeah, it's whatever. It happens. Every
yeah,
game does it. But yeah, I think Silas is here. Animations are sick, but
yeah,
I think he's just barely missing the S. Well, not barely. I
yeah,
think he's just missing the S.
yeah. I don't think barely missing the S, but he's missing the S.
Yeah. So moving on, we got Setram.
I'll go. Uh, it,
You love this
it
skin.
the decidedly S. This is my favorite skin in the game by far, and I I was so delulu. I was literally so delusional. I thought for a minute I was gonna get it.
No way you thought
Uh,
you were gonna get this
for like
skin on
well,
a Boreas banner.
this was like on day one before it became the Boreas banner. It was just like the 2x by 10x, Setram, Gwen, Aurum, Boreas. And I was like 40 for like a minute. And then I was 70 and I was like, hey, let's see how it shakes out over the weekend. And maybe I'll make a push, I'll use all my diamonds thinking, yeah, how high could it go? I was at like 57,000 points. And by the time I decided to look, I think 100 and only the top 50 got it. I think 100 was at like 105,000 points. And I was like, all right, GG.
Yeah, at the end, I think number 100 was like 150 or something like that.
It's just insane, dude. Like,
Like
that's what I
that was
think.
the
So,
low end. Some guy had like 500K as
yeah,
number
yeah.
one.
Oh my god. Like it's insane, but it is the coolest looking skin to me. I just Setchum is one of my absolute favorites. And he's got the coolest animations of any skin by far. It's the hardest. I can't imagine there'll ever be a harder skin to get because, like, I mean, I guess the game got way bigger, but it's like top 50 on the biggest, most expensive banner we ever had. You know,
Yeah, for sure. I will say I think the snowball effects are like my favorite. Just
I
for the
love it.
fun, for
It's
sure.
amazing.
I will say this is not my favorite skin, but we'll get to that one in a minute. But I will say, I do have a friend to hopefully bail me out with showing this on the screen, who got this because he was like 43rd or 44th on like Asia servers.
Yeah.
Because
Okay. Sweet.
he was like known as the hoarder in the Discord. He was like the biggest hoarder ever. He had like
Yeah.
50 divines and like 50,000 gems completely free to play, no content creator at all, and like he had like he did over 1,000 summons to get one copy of Boreas, and
Jesus.
he got the Setram skin. I told him to go for it because he was like 53rd, so I told him to go. He pulled a bunch of divines and he got his first Silas, which immediately was bonded. So
Hell yeah.
that was sick. But yeah, Setram. I do agree it's probably the hardest skin. That or
Yeah.
Zilitu for sure.
But like on like
Um,
I have a friend on the SEA server and like he scored the same as me and got Setrum. It's a
yeah, it's
heartbreaker.
so lame. They
Yeah.
need to for global. They need to like double the amount of people that get it, like just straight up,
I think so. Yeah.
or at least on every
It's so
server.
sweet.
Like who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So Setram, 100% S tier. It's not arguable. I don't even have him, but I think this is like the second best
Yeah.
skin in the game for me.
All right, talk about your favorite.
Vierna skin, S tier. I love it so much.
Yeah.
I know not everyone thinks it's S. I've heard like 3 people say they don't like it. Everyone else thinks it's great. Um, this skin, it kind of has everything. It's elegant. It makes I think Setram looks cool on his own, while his skin
Yeah.
makes him look a bit better. I think Vierna's
Yeah.
skin makes her like twice as good
Yeah.
looking. Like she just looks so much better. It just looks nicer.
Yeah.
She's like one of the least aesthetically pleasing champions, unfortunately, in my opinion, for like what she's supposed to look like on her base form. And I just think her skin is so much better and her effects, it's such a good theme. It's just like rose petals. She shoots roses and then the petals go around and her
Yeah.
ultimate looks sick and I love the color scheme. I think it works really well with Silas's skin. I just really like it.
I think I agree with everything. I hate Vierna's normal skin. I think it's super ugly. I no, I've set him above. Come on, don't be crazy.
I think if we wade in with Zilitu's like her base skin is better, then I
Oh,
think
if
we
you're
have
taking,
to
yeah, I
say that the
do.
difference of skins makes this one slightly better. Setram's might
I,
be better,
I would say
but
if it was if they
the
were a
difference.
tie, that could be a tiebreaker. But I don't think it's a tie. I think Setram's skin is like goaded. I love Vierna's skin though. But like Setram's skin, Vierna's skin did never tempted me to spend. Uh, Setram's
You
skin,
were
I would.
tempted. You were like, I want to spend, but I can't. It
Yeah, I was like, I want it, and like if I was a spender, I would go for it for sure. Like I think it was a great deal,
was a
but that
great
I
deal.
never seriously thought about spending money. But
Yeah,
Setram skin, like I mean, it's just so sick. Yeah, I mean they're
true.
both great. I agree that she pairs really nice with Silas, and I do think it's the biggest upgrade we have by far.
Yeah.
Because I don't like her normal skin. But no, you have. I guess it's your tier list. Do whatever you want, buddy.
I'll put it like
What's your
this. I don't think it matters too much.
Let
They're
us
both
know in the
S.
comments.
Yeah, let us know in the
And hit
comments.
that notification bell, guys. Come on,
Yeah,
hook
my
that thing up. Only
notifications are
5% of
so
you.
are so bad. I only have 5% notification bell. It's so terrible, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's besides the point. Um,
This is
anyways,
the hardest one, I think.
yeah,
Marri.
Mari skin. I know where I would put it, but
I know where I would put it too.
okay. Do you want to say it like at the same time?
Yeah, like 3, 2, 1, and then we say it.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, A.
C. Oh.
I put her A. I think her ult
Can
is so beautiful.
I plead my case though?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. It's so barely different. It drives me crazy. And it was like the first proper free skin we ever got. And they basically just gave like, what if Marri was wearing less clothes?
Yeah, but
And it just doesn't work for me. Um,
I
it really
I
doesn't work
see
for me.
that.
And Marri also like she didn't need a skin. She already has a transformation, you know?
Does
It's
she?
weird that they gave Marri and Voltus. Yeah, when Marri has black hair and then you promote her and she gets white hair, right?
What does she? One second. Let
The
me.
same way Voltus starts as like blue boy or whatever, and then he breaks out of his cocoon. I feel like these are not the candidates for skins. It looks pretty good. I don't know. I'd be happy to go for B, but I don't think it's nicer than Hatssut skin. Hatssut skin, they at least went for something. Mari's skin, they were like her boobs don't move enough, and there's like she's not showing enough midriff. Like I really don't like it.
I mean, I think that's fair, and I
You
would
want to know
agree with
something?
you.
You want to know something?
But
I don't use it.
really,
I don't wear it. Yeah, I like her real
damn.
skin better, and it's kind of out of protest. Like, we have such creative skins, and then Mari's like, it's so uninspired. I
Yeah,
really
we
don't
got
like it.
creative like this guy, the mid toothpaste.
Yeah,
You
at
know.
least with Abomination, they tried something, you know?
I mean, they were in the boardroom. They snorted a bunch of coke, and they were like, "What if we
I don't
what
think
if
that's what cocaine
toothpaste?"
does, man. I think they were eating some mushrooms or something.
Yeah, they had a bunch of psychedelic mushrooms, and they were like,
What if he looked like he was made of cotton candy?
"What if we made toothpaste into a character?"
Yeah, his horns have that effect of like when you have like find like a really old thing of Colgate toothpaste in your cabinet and it's like spread out and it hardened up.
Yeah, it's brutal. But the one thing about Mari's skin, I think that is why I want to put her in A, is because of the animations of her ultimate. They're like
Okay.
my favorite animation in the game. That changes. It's so cool.
You chose to have me on this video. I refuse to put this skin A. We can put it B. I refuse to have this skin go A.
Let's put it here.
Yeah.
Good enough. Yeah. Next time I'm gonna just I'm gonna cut you off here and
You
then
can
leave
edit
the
the video
call,
however
and
you want.
I'm gonna just put it there, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is a true tier list. Yeah, now we got Voltus. Who cares? Did you even
It's
remember that Voltus had a skin?
Yeah, I did. I haven't even gotten it yet on my main account.
There's no way.
I I they gave him an arm. I don't know. The face paint's kind of cute. I mean, it's a C, right? Like obviously.
I want to put it D just because
No,
I don't
no.
like
He
it,
does look
but
like he looks better than base form. It does look
yeah,
like sheep. It has
yeah.
all the little details. It's just again, it's like Marri. It's like super uninspired. It's like how Voltus doesn't have an arm. What if he had an arm? Like this answers the question. What if he had a second arm?
I do like that they changed the lightning look,
Yeah, yeah. The animation's great.
but that's it. I
Yeah.
think it's
No,
better
it's
than
good.
Zilly.
I think it's better than Zilitu. I actually really like
Hey,
this list.
better than Zilly too.
Both, yeah, that's what you heard it here first. Destin said it himself. Bench your Zilitu and put in Voltus.
Yeah, I mean Zillitu's garbage. Until I pull her, she needs a buff because she's garbage. Or she needs to be removed from the game for being so bad. She's like the buggiest character. It's crazy.
He is the most bugged character in the game for sure. Like her and Pelagius, I'd say.
Her Pelagios, and I know there's another one I can't think of right now that's like incredibly buggy.
Mm.
What is it? What am I
Well, like
thinking
was
of? Oh,
Lust and Corridor maybe?
I'm thinking more of Carnelian slash Cyrus. That interaction
Mm.
is weird as
Oh,
hell.
that is.
Where they
But is that buggy or is that broken?
either way, I don't think it should be in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I like the list. I think it's pretty close. The only thing I actually love it except for Marri, but I really hear your point.
I just
But it's just
I
she
like the
literally looks
animation.
like she just like went to like a dry hair salon and then like they were like, what if you wore something sluttier? And that's like the whole skin.
True, but I think it's an improvement. I think Hatssut's made some things worse. So while
Yeah. No, it's
the
about
highs
yeah,
are
yeah, okay, yeah,
higher,
yeah, okay, okay.
I think that Mari's is just an improvement.
Yeah, and it does look good,
Yeah.
but yeah, okay, I'm sold. I love it. Great list.
Yeah, you heard it here. I make the best lists. You should go turn on my notifications. You don't need to subscribe, just turn the notifications on.
I wonder that what that even does in terms like how does the algorithm I feel like the algorithm couldn't even compute that.
I feel like the algorithm would have a stroke
If
if
you had
it
imagine if you had more people with the bell on than subscribers
how is
and
that
no overlap.
you can you even do that? I don't think you can you can bell without
Okay,
subbing.
guys, unsubscribe to Destined right now and then hammer that notification bell and let us know how it goes.
No, my subscribers. I think the last time I had you on, it's the only video I've ever had where I've lost a subscriber.
Are you serious?
Because I think
That's
at some
that's
point you were like unsubscribe for this as like a joke, and I think someone listened.
oh guys, I'm okay. I'm joking. Definitely
I
don't
do not
unsubscribe.
care. It made me laugh my ass off when I
Oh,
saw
when you
it,
were on my channel, we got you over 1,000, so it evens out.
more or less. But yeah, I think that's about it, though. You gotta go
Yeah,
get some dinner and stuff.
I'm
So,
starving. Yeah,
yeah. So, thanks for coming on. Uh,
yeah.
is there anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say?
Justice for Setram Skin. He should be number one.
I disagree. But of course, comment down below what your opinions are.
Yeah,
But anyways, thanks for coming on, man. It's been fun, and
my pleasure.
go get some food.
Bye, guys.